listen to your body, and let's get started. Good morning or afternoon, wherever you are. Come to a seat. You could be sitting on a blanket, sit up tall. It's nice to have a little bit of a cushion or roll up your mat beneath you so your hips are higher than your knees. And just close the eyes from your comfortable seat. We set our intention this morning together. I offer the intention today around relationships. So maybe your relationship to yourself or this yoga practice or family or friends, to all living beings. You're sitting really tall and really proud and maybe reflecting on what that means to you in this moment, or you can choose another intention. Mark Nepo says, to listen is to lean in softly with a willingness to be changed by what we hear. So let that be true of what you hear from your own body today. It's kind of the beauty of somatic healing practices like yoga. Just staying curious about what you notice, what you feel. Let's all take a big breath in. And just sigh it out, let it go. One more like that. Let it go. And then gently place the hands behind you. You can open the eyes and shake your legs out a little bit. Then plant the soles of the feet to the ground and let the knees move side to side like windshield wipers. You could be on your toes. You could have the soles of the feet flat. Move around at any pace. Elbows can bend or be straight. Just let it feel nice as you warm up the inner and outer legs and hips. One more to each side. And then cross your legs again, if that's your comfortable seat for you, some sort of Sukhasana. Maybe switch which cross comes in front, the less natural, less habitual way. And choose one hand to just place in front of you. Fingers up, you'll be looking at the back of your hand. We'll do a simple breathing exercise. So using the index finger of your opposite hand, inhale up to the top and pause at the top. Then exhale down. Keep going, tracing each finger with your eyes open, watching the finger. Inhale as you go up, hold at the top, and exhale as you come down. Come into the pinky finger, no hurry. And then just shake out the wrists. We'll do the other hand at the end of the practice, don't worry. Shake out the wrists a little bit. If you're using the playlist, go ahead and get it started. Get some music on, mine or your own. Inhale, everybody, you could switch up the legs again if you'd like. Reach the arms up. Exhale, twist to your right. Left hand to right knee. Right hand behind the spine. Lift and twist to the torso. Think about the thoracic spine twisting, and the head is just an extension of the neck. One more big inhale here. Keeping the left hand as it is, sweep the right arm up and over the ear. Bring it all the way to the left leg and round the spine a little bit. Tucking the chin, inhale, hands to the shoulders for a hug, or eagle wrap the arms, double wrapping. Inhale, lift the arms, the elbows, and exhale, curl and round, elbows towards belly button. Could be in a hug or with eagle wraps. Once more. Inhale to rise, and then take it around in a circle. Again, hands could be on the shoulders, once or twice in each direction. Eyes open or closed, breathe. When you come back to center, arms lift. Bend elbows, cactus arms, open up, exhale. Inhale, reach and twist the other way. Just making sure you get left and right. Doesn't matter which side you start on. Big breath here. Keeping the right hand as it is, cross left arm all the way over, around the spine a little bit, like cat pose. And then come into the crossed arms. This time, opposite arm is on top, maybe eagle wrap. Inhale, lift, exhale, round. Again. Keeping the cross, take a couple circles. Feeling the hips move. Opposite direction. And when you're done with all that and you come back to center, sweep the arms high. Exhale, cactus, open up, exhale. Inhale, lift. And then plant the hands behind you again, shake out the legs a little bit, the ankles, eventually plant the feet and windshield wiper again, wash that out. Start to slow it down. And then with all 10 fingers, you're gonna put your fingers on your toes. So pinky finger to pinky toe, one by one. Just feel that pressure, feel that connection on each finger. So your thumb is gonna come to your big toe and just press the toes into the fingers, fingers into the toes, really activating all the nerves. And then just let your left leg relax in any way it wants. Both hands to the right foot with the knee bent and pull the foot apart. So thumbs are on the top of the foot and just feel that space kind of pulling it apart, spreading it apart. And then maybe you start to rock the knee like rocking a baby, just gently opening up the hip and starting to come into a version of half happy baby. Left hand can come down. Keep breathing, keep flexing the foot into the hand. Maybe you pause and hold that half happy baby from your seat. Inhale, lift the chest, sit tall. And exhale, let that go. We'll go to the other leg. So grabbing your left foot, anything can happen with the right leg. You could have it planted or bent. Pull the foot apart. Keep the shoulders broad down the back. As always, make any modifications throughout the practice that you need. And start to move that around. Maybe right hand plants for support. Maybe you cradle and rock your baby or come into a more still, static, happy baby. If you have any injuries or pain or any reason you need to modify, listen to your body. Notice the relationship with each pose. One more breath. And exhale, release. Plant the soles of the feet, plant the palms. Fingers can face your hips or wide. Inhale, lift. Let the head go back, reverse tabletop. Exhale, lower, tap the tailbone down. Take another reverse table or reverse plank with the legs long, toes up, heels down. Inhale, lift. Head back. Throat open. Lift the hips, press into the finger pads. Exhale, slowly lower and come onto your knees. Make your way to tabletop. And we transition to our first downward facing dog. So take your time to get into down dog. Bend the knees, move to learn, pedal the legs, shake the head yes and no. Child's pose is there for you anytime in the practice. Bend the knees generously, spread the fingers, and then start to walk your feet into a wider down dog. So 2 feet at the edges of the mat, and start to slow your down dog. A little bit more still down dog. We're gonna come to a twisted dog. So walk your hands towards each other, reach your right hand for your left leg. It could come to the hamstring, the calf, the ankle. Look under your left armpit, reach both heels back. One more breath. And then replant the right hand inside the left arm to the right leg. Really use your hand to pull yourself into the twist. Could have a little micro bend to the knees if that feels better. Big inhale. Exhale, 2 hands down, keep the feet wide, walk all the way back to a forward fold at the back of the mat. Bend the knees softly, grab onto opposite elbows, ragdoll pose, let the head be heavy. Feel the weight shifting forward, back, side to side. You sway the arms. Maybe switch the cross of which arm is in front. And then with the knees bent, release the arms slowly as you can. Roll the body all the way up to stand. Feel all 4 corners of the feet grounding you as you roll. Slow down. See if you can go slower than I can. Last one to the top is the winner. Just kidding, yoga is not a competition. Roll the shoulders back when you reach the top. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, cactus, the arms open wide. Inhale, lift. Hands come through center, then tuck your chin, and slowly with the knees bent, can you roll down just as slowly as you rolled up, one vertebra at a time, rolling all the way back to a forward fold. Really mindfully. When your hands touch the earth, crawl your fingers to the top of the mat for plank, walking all the way forward. Shoulders, elbows, and wrists in line. Reach the heels back. You could keep your feet wide if you'd like. We're gonna hold steady here. Stay strong. You can always lower the knees. Lift the thighs. Feel the energy of the heels reaching behind you and the crown of the head reaching in front of you. Look a little bit forward. We have 3 more breaths. I know I breathe slowly. You got it. Smooth out the inhales. Lengthen the exhales. 2 more. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high. On your inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it all the way forward for low lunge. So left knee comes down. Make sure it feels supported by your mat. Inhale, arms up. Squaring off the hips, relaxing shoulders down the back. Inhale here. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Open arm twist. Beautiful. Broaden across the collarbone. Inhale here. Exhale, right hand comes down to the sacrum or the left leg. Left arm reaches to the ceiling. And then plant the left hand inside the right leg. Reach the right arm for easy twisted lunge. Stacking 2 shoulders, maybe looking up at your hand or maybe relaxing the head, maybe rolling the wrist. Option here to bend the left knee and reach the heel for the glutes. You could keep doing that and feel the stretch, or reach your right hand back and maybe find a bind, a quad stretch. If you have a blanket or a strap, you could use that, or belts, but we won't be here for long. 2 breaths. You have the bind, kick the foot into the hand. 1 more, inhale. Everybody gently release 2 hands to the earth. Step to plank, and we'll take our first vinyasa together. So inhale here. Exhale, slowly lower the knees. Bend the elbows, chest and chin come to the earth. Untuck the toes. Inhale, cobra. Elbows stay bent. Exhale, release. Make your way to down dog, however you want to get there. You could take a child's pose, tabletop. 2 big breaths in down dog. On your next inhale, left leg high. Bend the knees, step it forward. You can always inch it more forward if you want more space. Right knee gently to the earth, low lunge, arms high. Take it to a twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Spread through the fingertips. Exalted, left hand down, right hand up. Right hand plants inside left, left arm to the ceiling. Roll the shoulder, relax the neck. And then left hand comes down, left foot steps back to meet the right. Vinyasa, straight to down dog, child's pose. You can take a chaturanga, shifting the weight, exhaling as you lower halfway. Roll over the toes to upward facing dog, into down dog. That's our flow. You can always take it or leave it. Big breath in down dog. Inhale. And exhale. We're gonna add on. Inhale, right leg high, low lunge. Left knee comes down, arms sweep high. On your exhale, open right up into the twist. Beautiful. From here, tuck your left toes. You can stay where you are or come into high lunge. Left knee starts to straighten. Right knee stays over the ankle. Twisted high lunge. Big inhale. Exhale, exalted. Right hand down, left hand up. And then we spin open to warrior 2. So left hand back, left heel down, open wide. Take your time to set up your stance. We have a few breaths to hold it. So check your feet. Check your alignment, shoulders over hips. Relax the face and the fingertips. One more inhale. Sweeping left arm forward, left heel lifts for high crescent lunge. You could widen your stance. Right knee stays directly over the right ankle. Inhale. And then exhale into pyramid. Step your left foot forward and start to fold. Maybe hands to the hips to keep squaring. Left hip forward, right hip back. Hands could come to blocks. They could come down your leg, your shin. Big hamstring stretch. Let the head go for one more big breath. And then everybody bend your right knee enough to bring your hands to the blocks or the floor. Left foot lifts, half splits. Or for me, it looks like an L. Keep pointing your left toes to the earth so your hips stay squared. Big inhale here, and then step gently back to a runner's lunge. So hands are framing the foot, left foot at the back of the mat. Step all the way back to plank, and we stay a little bit more core. Again, if you don't want to participate in core for any reason, take your knees down, child's pose. Hold here. Walk your feet wide. We're going to take a variation of twisted down dog. If you'd like to add on, you could do this from tabletop. Reach your right arm forward. Now, hips high, down dog. Reach your right hand to your left leg, twisted dog. Inhale back through plank. Reach your right arm alongside your ear. 3 or 4 more. Twisted dog to 3-legged plank. You're doing it right, whatever you're doing, making the right choice for you. And then if you need to take a break between sides, go for it. If you're ready to switch, right hand down, left leg up, even out the hips. Notice if one wants to come up or down, level them out, twisted dog. Maybe you just take one, maybe you repeat for 3 or 4 times. I've got one more. Everybody hands down, down dog. Walk your feet to about hip width distance apart. Inhale the left leg high. Step the left foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, open up to your twisted lunge. Keeping the arms here, tuck your right toes under. Find your twisted high lunge. Exalted, left hand down, right arm up. Open up warrior 2, left hand forward, right hand to the back of the mat. Spin your left heel down, maybe widen your stance, maybe deepen your lunge. Two more breaths, stay steady. We move into high crescent lunge. So sweeping 2 arms to frame the face, the ears, right heel lifts. And then walk your back foot in, hands to the hips to make sure that they're squared off as evenly as you can, folding into pyramid. Maybe close your eyes to connect deeper to the relationship with your breath. And then we move to half splits, left knee bends, right heel lifts. Hands to blocks, water bottles, whatever you have, or on spider fingers. Inhale here, exhale, step back, left knee bends, gently land, runner's lunge. Step back, plank. More core, you can do it. Hold plank. Option to come to forearm plank or option to put your fists down if your wrists are bothering you. We're going to take hip dips. So hips dip to the left, toes point a little to the right, back to center, other side. Hips lower and lift. Keep going like this, or you can skip center and go a little faster, just left and right. Breathe. One more each side. Pause and plank. Lower the knees if you need to. Stay here or pedal the knees in place like you're walking, maybe jogging, maybe sprinting, just bend left and right. Try not to tap or try not to lower your shin, just maybe tap your knee or hover your knee. You got it for 4. Last 3, 2, and 1. Plank pose, down dog, child's pose, vinyasa. Make a choice. We all meet in downward facing dog. 2 breaths to reset. On your inhale, right leg lifts. Warrior 2, step the right foot forward. We've been here before, so check your alignment. Notice if you're a little forward or back. Where's your knee and your ankle? And everybody point your fingers up to the ceiling, pressing away from your hands like we did with our 5-finger meditation at the beginning. And then point both fingers down towards the earth. Keep going, just a little bit of wrist work. Legs stay the same. Pointing the fingers up, pressing through the heel of the hand, then pointing the fingers down. One more time. Now shake out the arms, traditional warrior 2. Different variation. You're gonna open your arms up, palms up, squeezing shoulder blades together. And then you'll cross your arms over each other in the front and give yourself a hug, hands to the shoulders. Keep going, open and switch the cross. Open, switch, arm goes over top. Make it your own, going at your own pace, opening wide like you're gonna give someone a nice hug, receive a hug. Twice more. Okay, then cross, keep the cross or come to the eagle wrap of the arms, double wrap. Inhale here, lean back like reverse warrior, but the arms are bound. Inhale through center, lean forward like an unsupported side angle. You can always take the arms out of it and come to more traditional postures. Keep going, reverse, center, side angle. Center. You can get rid of the center. Just tick-tock back and forth, strong legs. Once more. Find warrior 2, arms wide. Come into high lunge again. Just a transitional pose to make our way back into pyramid. As you fold forward, this time, you can stay in pyramid. You could have your hand on a block. Right hand to right hip, turn to the right, moving into twisted pyramid. And this might be enough of a twist for you. Maybe right hand reaches for the sky. Maybe you shorten your stance, walking left foot forward. All 10 toes pointing to the front of the mat. Stay here in your twisted pyramid or come into twisted half moon, revolved half moon. Right knee bends, left heel lifts. Where can you soften in the challenging poses? Big inhale. 2 hands down. Everybody find half split. So left leg is lifted. 2 straight legs or a little bend to the right knee. From here, we move to one-legged mountain. Bring your left knee high, arms up. If you need to touch down, that's fine. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open arm twist. Left arm back, right arm forward. Stay here or maybe kick your left foot forward. Maybe right hand comes to the left knee or foot. A lot of balance. Everybody come back to standing. Left knee lifted. One-legged mountain. Transition, move into warrior 3. Tilting your torso forward, left heel back. Arms can be forward. Arms could reach back, wide, to the heart. If you've fallen out, you have time to come back in. Smooth out the breath. Building muscle memory. ankle stability. One more inhale. Step back, warrior one. Bend the right knee, land soft. Maybe widen your stance. Hold your warrior one. Draw the left hip forward, left shoulder forward. 2 more breaths, feeling grounded with 2 feet on the earth. And everybody cartwheel the hands to the mat. Vinyasa or don't. Make your way to down dog. And you have about 8 breaths to take what you need here. Maybe you stay in down dog. Maybe you lower the forearms and take dolphin. Maybe you lower the knees and take child's pose. Maybe you have a lot of energy this morning and want to play with some handstand hops or inversions at a wall or just at your mat. 8 breaths. You could choose 1 pose or 2, but it's up to you. Maybe you need a little bit of water right now. Great choices for your body. 3 more rounds of breath. Use the next couple of breaths to make your way to down dog if you feel ready for the second side of that standing balancing sequence. You can always stay where you are, take a child's pose for longer. If you feel ready to move to the second side, hips high, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, warrior 2. You know what's coming, but stay present with each pose on this side. So fingers up. You may have already forgotten, but you did it already. You're strong. It's not an easy sequence. Fingers down. Yep, staying in warrior 2 with the legs. Fingers up. Fingers down. Keep going with your breath, once or twice more. Shake that out a little bit. Let it go. And then find your warrior 2 arms again. Open, ready to receive a hug. And take your hug, crossing the arms. Keep going. Switch the cross. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you cross. 1 or 2 more. Next time your arms are crossed, keep them there. Maybe just the hug, maybe eagle wrap. And then lean back, legs stay where they are, just a side body stretch. Keep pressing to the outer edge of that right foot. Inhale, come to center and lean a little bit forward. Oblique work, you got it. Center. Now you choose. You can take center, hold out of it. You can keep pausing and just hold one side. Move a little faster. Take 1 more round of breath, and then find your traditional warrior 2. Just moving through a high crescent lunge to come into pyramid. So all 10 toes point forward, hips square off, hands to the hips, 2 straight legs, full pyramid. Maybe right hand comes to a block or the floor. Start to look to your left. Turn your left shoulder, trying to stack 2 shoulders. Left hand can reach to the sky. can stay here or you can move to revolved half moon with the right heel lifted. Everybody, 2 hands down, right foot up, half splits. Let the crown of the head pull you closer to the earth. And then we're gonna move to one-legged mountain. So see if you can do it without letting your right foot come down. Left knee might bend slightly, arms up, right knee lifted. Beautiful transitions. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back, twisting open. Stay here or left hand to left knee. Maybe you twist deeper. Maybe your right leg straightens and your right hand comes to the foot, even if it's bent slightly. But don't compromise the back. Keep the spine long. Back to one-legged mountain. As gracefully as you can, transition into warrior 3. Reach long through the fingertips. Any arm variation. We have time here to find some stability. If you're wobbling, that's part of the practice. This is not my favorite pose either, or maybe you love it, that's great. Step back to warrior 1. Right foot lands. Make sure you have enough space for your hips. Maybe inch your left foot forward, arms up. One more inhale. Exhale, hands down. Vinyasa or down dog. Move slow. Again, you have 8 breaths to do what you want here. You could stay in down dog. You could take scorpion dog, child's pose, handstand hops, dolphin. It could be the same or different of what you chose before. Don't worry about what else you see on the screen or what you usually do in your practice. Notice what your body would like right now. Take a few more breaths where you are. And use the next 3 or 4 breaths to come to tabletop. Maybe you want a down dog or a vinyasa before you get there. We'll meet in tabletop, the knees under the hips. Maybe tap out your feet a little bit or tap out your wrists a little bit. And then from a neutral spine, we start our cat-cow. So belly release, inhale, look up. Exhale, curl and round. Tuck the tailbone, keep moving. Traditional cat-cow. Then find a neutral tabletop and move to side cat-cow. So look to your right, bump your hips to the right. Look to your left, bump your hips to the left. Keep going here, or maybe add those together, hula hoop the spine. Move the neck around. Let it be organic. One more inhale. And then neutral tabletop position. From here, standing up on your knees, on your shins. Inhale, lift. The shoulders are over the hips. And then exhale, arms back, hips back, a little bit like chair pose. Inhale, stand up tall again from your knees. Reach back like chair, reach forward. Back with the hips, forward with the arms. 4 more. One more, inhale as you reach. Exhale as you stand up tall. From here, you could bring your hands to your hips or hands to heart center. You're gonna step your right foot forward and then step your left foot forward, a squat, a wide-legged chair. Arms can come up. Step your right knee and shin down, left knee and shin. We're gonna do that a few more times, any arm variations. We'll start with the left foot this time. Step forward, left and right. Step back, left and right. Be gentle. Make sure your knees feel supported. 1 more on each side, alternating the lead leg. Beautiful. Stand up tall on your shins when you're ready. And then hips back again, arms forward. This time, reach your right hand for your right heel. We'll take a half camel. So then, hips forward, chest back, left arm over left ear. Lower your hips towards your heels. Left hand comes for left heel. And start to bring your thighs, your hips forward. Keep going if this feels okay for your lower back. Half camel. Big heart opener. Maybe 1 more to each side. And then we'll all pause in hero's pose. So just sitting on your heels, close the eyes, hands to the thighs, maybe tilt the chin down. You can stay here. Or if you feel ready for full camel, a deeper back bend, hands to the heels. Inhale, lift as the chest comes up, head goes back. Press your hips forward, press your thighs forward. It's pretty intense. Take 1 more breath. And then slowly, slowly descend the hips for the heels. And let's all meet in embryo pose, like child's pose, but shins, knees, ankles are touching. Forehead to the mat. Feel the connection. Arms can slide alongside the shins, palms up. Two breaths here. If you'd like to add in camel, hands to the heels, it's a counter pose. Holding onto your heels, crown of head stays to the mat. You'll lift your hips to straighten your arms and feel a stretch in your back. You shouldn't put much weight in the crown of your head, just a little bit. The hips might just come up slightly, lower back, stretch, inhale, and exhale. Everybody reach your hands to the top of the mat. Down dog. We got 1 more standing sequence. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, open it up, scorpion dog, roll the ankle. Maybe left forearm comes down to deepen the stretch. Then come back to 3-legged down dog. Inhale, shift forward, 3-legged plank. Hold here, you could lower it into tabletop with the left knee down. Maybe left arm lifts forward. Maybe tap your toe and your finger and lift. Left hand down, 3-legged dog. You got it. 3-legged down dog. Right knee, right elbow. Crunch it in. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Right knee towards nose or forehead. 3-legged down dog. Right knee crosses to the left. Start to straighten your right leg for fallen star. Outside edge of right foot down, left heel down, left hand up, open up, Spin the toes to the sky. You're on your heels and slowly descend your hips, your legs to the mat. So you're facing kind of the back of your mat with the legs wide. If you got lost, just come right back here. Walk your hands forward, crawling into a wide-legged fold. Press the balls of the feet away from you. Shake your head out here. Slowly crawl back up, shoulders over hips. Right forearm to the top of the mat, parallel to the top of the mat. Bend both knees and stack them on top of each other. Your elbows in line with your hips, left hand to hip, lift the hips, and then open the knees, keeping the toes towards each other, feet towards each other, and close, little clamshells, just a few more. Open and close, open and close, one more. Now slide two legs long, right leg in front of left, side plank variation. Lift the hips. Maybe lift the right foot and hover it, or pulse. And then 2 feet down, 2 forearms down, come to a forearm plank. So squaring off the hips. Inhale here. Exhale, hips down, Sphinx pose. Forearms to the mat, palms to the mat, tops of the feet to the mat. Pull the chest forward, pull the palms back. From here, left hand to the top of the mat, quad stretch, right knee bends. Right hand to foot. And switch sides. Right forearm down, left knee bends. Release. Make your way to down dog or take a vinyasa. As much time as you need to get there. Downward facing dog. And we'll move to the second side. Big breath in. Exhale, side up. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Scorpion dog, bend the knee, heel towards glute, open up that hip. Maybe move the knee and the ankle around. Maybe lower the right forearm, right elbow. Back to three-legged down dog. Now you can stay here and skip this part. Inhale, shift forward, three-legged plank. Maybe you lower your right knee. Take tabletop. Maybe you lift your right arm and balance, hover, or fall out. Maybe you tap with your arm and leg straight, toe and fingertip, and lift. Right hand down, three-legged down dog. Let's all meet in three-legged down dog. Left knee towards left elbow. Three-legged dog. Left knee towards nose. Left knee cross to the right. Start to straighten the leg, looking to your foot. Outside edge of left foot plants, right heel plants. Left hand is your base. Open up. Falling triangle, falling star. Feel the space, the expansion, hips lift. And then toes point to the ceiling as you lower to your feet. Squaring off and then just crawling your fingers forward for a little forward fold. Start to crawl yourself back up and plant your left forearm parallel to the short edge of the top of the mat. Bend two knees and stack them on top of each other. Right hand to right hip. Lift the hips and we come into our clamshells. So your feet are still touching. Inhale, open the knees and close. You could do this with the hip down or hip up. Open and close. For 3. And 2, and 1. Again, you could have the hips down to start or keep the hips lifted as you slide into your variation of a side plank. So Left foot is in front of the right. Outside edges, or outside edge of left foot, inside edge of right foot. Lift the hips, 2 straight legs. Maybe your left foot can lift and pulse or hover. And then we come into a forearm plank. Just for 1 round of breath. Exhale, come all the way down to the belly. Come arms like a cactus arms. Bend the knees, windshield wiper the legs. Forehead can be on the mat. You can roll the forehead for a little massage. Just release the lower back before we take can opener pose. So for can opener pose, start with 2 legs long behind you. Bend your left foot, heel towards glute. Start to roll to your right. Roll, roll, roll. Left foot reaches behind you. Maybe right hand even grabs it for a bind, maybe not. Right ear and temple to the mat. Slowly roll back to center. Maybe shake out your hips a little bit. And let's go to the second side. So right foot bends. Roll to the left side of the body. Right leg reaches behind you. Maybe the left foot wants to grab onto that right foot, maybe not. Let the jaw, the tongue relax. One more inhale. Slowly roll back to your belly. Release, shake it out. And we have any back bend of choice. I'm going to offer bow. You could just take cobra or up dog. For bow, 2 knees bend. Reach both hands back for ankles or feet. Inhale, lift, kick your feet back, lift your chest. Full bow pose or another back bend of choice. For 3, for 2, and slowly lower all the way down. Shake out the hips, release, Vinyasa or downward facing dog as you're ready. Nice work, everybody. We're getting there. Gonna move to the floor soon. From down dog, bend the knees, hop all the way through, come to your seat and extend your legs long out in front of you. Heels down, toes up. Bring your hands either to blocks or fists or fingers and lift the chest for staff pose. Stay here or move to a forward fold. You could bend the knees a lot or a little, draping your chest over your thighs. Keep the length in the spine. Then slowly roll up. Plant the hands behind you. Inhale, lift the hips, reverse plank. Just like we started. Exhale, lower the hips, tailbone down. Plant the soles of the feet. Bring the feet wide as the mat and take a variation of reverse tabletop. Hips up, reach the knees forward towards the front of the mat. So knees are over ankles. Exhale, lower down. This time, bring the toes and the heels to touch. Inhale, variation of reverse plank again. Stay here or open the knees, keeping the feet together like our clamshell and close the knees. 2 more, open and close, open and close. Slowly lower the hips all the way down. And we have a little bit of a foot massage. So grab one foot, doesn't matter which side you start on. A nice little treat. Some good reflexology for yourself. Each part of the foot corresponds to some organs in your body. So this is really good for stimulating circulation, a great activity to do every day if you can. Really get in there, each toe. When you feel ready, bring your hands to your ankle and shake that side out. And then we'll move to the other foot. Showing your feet some love. They carry you around all day. So just what kind of relationship do you have to your feet, your toes? When you feel done on that side, holding your ankle, shake it out. And then let's just come when you're ready to a comfortable seat. Maybe switch the cross of which leg is in front, the less habitual way. And just like we started, we'll take the 5-finger meditation. If you can remember which hand, maybe your non-dominant hand this time. Then bringing your index finger, you'll inhale, trace your finger up, hold at the top. Exhale, trace it down, nice and slow. When you finish, just shake out the hands and roll all the way onto your back. Extend your feet up to the sky, flex your feet and press your hands up like you're touching the ceiling, kind of like plank pose, a little bit like a forward fold from your back, or bear pose, spread the fingers, spread the toes. Big inhale, one more time, reach, reach, reach. You got it, one more breath. And then just curl up like a little ball, roll around, massage the sacrum, side to side, forward, back. A free massage. Let it feel good. Slowing down the massage. We have about 2 or 3 more minutes to warm down, or you can take a very extended Shavasana. I'm going to offer a twist first. So hips bump to the right, knees to the left, arms wide, turn your head to the right. Spinal twisting. Maybe left hand coaxes the right thigh further down. Before you move to the second side, let your left arm go long away from you. And start with your right knee, like you're rainbowing your right knee over to the right. Left leg kind of follows. Now we'll go back to the other side. Left knee and shin, rainbow over and right knee follows. Again, to the right and to the left. This time, start to bring your right knee over, bump your hips a little left so there's more space to take that twist. Tilt your head to the left, maybe close the eyes for the remainder of practice. One more breath here. And then slowly come back to a little ball. And maybe use the last minute to take feet up the wall again. Or a shoulder stand, or a happy baby, or butterfly. And eventually you'll slide into our final resting pose. Make your way to Shavasana, the most important posture of the practice. Take up as much space as you need, grab your socks, your blankets, and then quickly get into stillness. Maybe one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart to feel that connection, that relationship with what is under your palms, your pulse. Surrendering here for almost a full 5 minutes. Give yourself this time, and I'll guide you out. Use your next 8 to 10 breaths to make a choice of stay in Shavasana or gently make your way out. Maybe wiggling fingers and toes or hugging one knee then the other to the chest. Eventually curling to the side and pausing in a fetal position. In her Sacred Art of Listening podcast, Brach says, listening creates relationship, Nothing exists in isolation, yet our pain is when we perceive ourselves as separate. So listening connects, it creates intimacy. And Yogi Judith Lasater says that of course what we say matters, but communication is really about what the other person hears. So use the next breath or so to come to a comfortable final seat where we started together, we closed together. Maybe hand to belly, hand to heart, to notice what you hear from yourself, what you hear from our imaginary community of, well, not a real community, but you can imagine hearing everyone's breath together. Exhale everything out. Inhale, fill up, and let it go. Beautiful practice, everyone. Thank you for moving with me. I'm going to teach again in about a month online, but YouTube classes are coming out here and there whenever you want to practice with me. I'd love to see you.